All right, welcome back. What's up, worldwide family? Good morning. Good morning. See what happened was. I scored last night on some clothes, so I am happy about that. I found some Pop Tarts in the trunk when I cleaned that out yesterday, so super stoked about that as long as they're good. So we'll see how that works. I hadn't been in there for too long. So good morning. Decent packages rolling out. Not a whole lot. This theme seems to be consistent here lately. Not a whole lot, but the ones that are rolling out are good money, man. I'm very pleased ultimately with the amount of work as opposed to the amount of payoff. It gives me a chance. I did get some stuff listed yesterday, not as much as I would like, but that happens. Things are getting listed. Now the eBay thing is just, in hindsight, let me catch those that don't know up. I'm right at my limit on eBay for the month without moving up to the next store, and I am very happy to go ahead and move up to the next level here in a few days. I just did not want to pay this month's subscription with only a few days left, so I decided I would go ahead and make it through on the subscription I had, which is requiring me to delete listings in order to be not charged insertion fees for the ones as they come up for renewal. In hindsight, I should have just done it, because the time that it takes to delete them also the time that it takes to put them back on here in a few days is well worth the $15 difference. Well worth it. I could have used that time to do something else that could have made me $15 and just bit the bullet, and did what I had to do, in hindsight. But now I'm 2 days out, and I've already started this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it. So there. At the beginning of the next month, I'll start out in the increased store, be on the starter store, whatever that is. Get the perks from there, the point difference on some transactions, the shipping, supplies, credit. There's good things. I'm super stoked about it. Matter of fact, I look forward to the next time I have to pay eBay more over and above this month in order to do business there. I look forward to that day. I really do. I look forward to my shipping supply bills to double. I look forward to my commissions having to double, not percentage wise, but dollar amount wise. I look forward to those things. I know it was strange yesterday, just buying some poly bags and spending what I spent on them. I was, golly, but that's what the business takes. I think the focus of this one, I did a video yesterday and my math was just totally wrong. And it's not ego that held me back from posting it, because, I don't care if I'm wrong or right. It is what it is. I'm both wrong and right. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. But I tried to post it when I was on Wi-Fi, and when I got home, it didn't take. So I may or may not post that one. I'm not sure. But long story short, the thing that's been swarming around my head, the thing that's become most evident this week for me, is even very small changes in the way I do things add up, and I know they do for bigger companies. I got dog hair on my face. I've seen companies change the way they deal with their trash cardboard that ends up making them $1 million. and still throwing it away, but makes them $1 million. And I kind of turned that philosophy towards my very, very small business and really did not see an impact, or did not expect an impact, rather. And I do have 2 packages drop off for UPS today, so I'll have to do that here shortly. I didn't schedule a pickup, but I didn't expect to see a return on that, that thought process, the time that it took to go over what I do and what I can change immediately. And I realized that on a conservative, low estimate, where my scale is, and I mentioned this, but the gravity of it's kind of flooring me, that my scale was in the kitchen because that's where it fit. It wouldn't fit on my shipping table. So every day, a minimum of 5 times a day, sometimes a lot more, I would walk into the kitchen, weigh something, bring it back, go get a label for it. Every day, at least 5 times. And sometimes more if the weight wasn't right, and I'd run back and I'd run. Anyway, long story short, if it takes a minute each time I do that, which is a fairly accurate estimate, if I do that every day and it takes a minute back and forth, I've spent 10 minutes a day. 365 days a year, roughly, is 3,650 minutes as a conservative estimate. At 60 minutes an hour, right? And my wife says I overthink things, but at 60 minutes an hour, 3,600, I have effectively saved myself 60 hours in the period of a year by moving my scale. I mean, literally, by moving my scale, I earned a vacation. Be right back. All right, but seriously, like bought and paid for. Yep. Bought and paid for 60 hours in a year by moving my scale. So yeah, I'll make the same money. I'll sell the same amount of stuff. I just won't have to work 60 more hours in a year. Like, I've literally earned myself a vacation without costing me a dime that's already paid for. I mean, those were working hours that I was getting paid for that now I'm getting back, right? It goes without, I guess I am saying, but it goes without saying how much of an impact little adjustments operationally can affect the business, and on that, I don't know how many of y'all do this. Oh, goodness. Dr. Pepper is decent. No, when I get my stuff, right, and I process it and I catalog it, I started out originally, when I first started, I'm sticking everything in poly bags with the number on them. And that worked good, but I was so close on money that I realized I was using all my poly bags on things that, may never sell or whatever. And it's true, they might not, and then but most everything does sell eventually. And most everything. Not only that, I have taken things that I have thrown away and I've taken their poly bags off and reused them. But anyway, long story short, I started sticking it all in Walmart sacks and putting a label on the Walmart sack. So rather than poly bags, not taking them out of the poly bags, but just the new rollout was I had so many Walmart sacks, I would just put the item number on the Walmart sack, and then when I got it back, or when it's sold, I'd take it out of the Walmart sack and de-sticker it at that point, because no point in de-stickering it if I haven't sold it. And there's some truth to that, but follow me. and then I would put it in a poly bag, right? So I put it in a Kroger sack, a Walmart sack, whatever. I put it in a Kroger sack, take it out of a Kroger sack, and then I put it into its poly bag. And then if it's clothing, I put it into a second poly bag before I ship it out. And not to mention, since it's been in a Kroger sack or Walmart sack, I don't know why I'm wanting to say Kroger, but it doesn't matter. I got to make sure, because I have a dog, that I run the lint roller over just to make sure that a hair hasn't ran up on it, got on it. I don't want to chip little pieces of Kaya out all over the country. Kaya's my dog, if you're not following that one, but beautiful white shepherd. But nevertheless, so there's time doing that because of how the scale affected me over the last week, how I've realized that I've earned myself 60 hours back that I could literally go on vacation for, and my pay wouldn't change a bit, or I could actually work another 60 hours and further the business that much more, which is most likely, let's be honest, because I work. That's what I do. At any rate, yesterday I bought clear poly bags. That way I can see the product, because that's an issue with the white poly bags. I want to make sure it is what it is. Things will be de-stickered before they go into the bags, because everything does eventually sell, so that time's not wasted. De-sticker plus, no need to lint roll it, because it hasn't, once I seal it as a new package, there won't be any Kaya hair anywhere near it, because it'll be sealed. Then I won't have to take it out of a poly bag, or take it out of a Walmart sack after I put it in a Walmart sack. I'll just take the poly bag that's clear, that I can see the barcode and everything through, that is Kaya free, and I'll stick it in another sack, and I'm done. Like, I don't know the time frame, how much that actually helps me, but I know it saves time. Time's one thing that goes away and we don't get back. Now, there's a lot of it. There is a lot of it. But if I can use that time to make more money, that's a beautiful thing. So by further dialing in the processes operationally, maximize my profits. And that is beyond marketing, which is going decent. The sales that I'm doing on eBay, I sold 2 things yesterday off stale inventory that I've had for 14, 15 months, and I made profit on them. Like, not only did I get all my money back, the day before I did one, and although I didn't profit, it was long story short, I got back all my money that I've had for since December of 2021 with 25% profit. Is that great? No, it's not. However, it happened, and I got 25% return, which is better than the stock market's doing nowadays, and not too bad for sticking a box in a bag and putting a label on it. So I got 4 more just like it. I need to go out, but those sales are working. So operationally improving. Marketing is becoming effective, not just the average conversion rate, but the pushing the sales, making it happen rather than, oops, my parts fell down. So that's a beautiful thing. Like, all these are good things. So we'll keep after it. I'm basically at work, guys. If you made it this far, thank you. Appreciate y'all watching. If you've got any helpful tips or any suggestions, or you just want to say hi, do so. And go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button. They're free, and it helps me out. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.